folks. Remember the butterbean? My flying saucer rig. Just down to the left of me, the margins are spewing up cloud. Now this will be a good test to see if this works or not. So it's 1-0 to the butterbean. Just down the margin. No more than 4 to 5 pounds really, but I'll take him nevertheless. I couldn't resist. The margin there was full of cloudiness again. They've obviously come on some of the feed I'd left perhaps from the other day, and yeah, he's took the flying saucer rig. Just to prove that the remnants of it is here. I don't know if you can quite see that, it's a bit tangled up with all the line, but yeah, he's took the butterbean. Welcome back to Cookies Fishing Capers. As you saw from that video of catching my carp on the flying saucer butterbean rig. I mean, it was opportune, let's be honest, I'm not going to lie. I did drop it into the margin. I could see there was a lot of mud silting up off the bottom. Couldn't resist really. But at least it works. But I didn't even have a chance to put the rod onto the alarms, it had gone. But yeah, I suppose you were all asking, what are you doing? You still stopped out here for another week? Yes, we did. Without going into anything too personal, but me and Ange have had a tough few months. We've sold our house in Bridgnorth and we're a couple of weeks from moving into Shrewsbury. This should have happened quite a few months ago, to be honest. So we've been living out of bags for a few months. It's not been pleasurable. That's why we've decided to have a few more days, to be honest, have a nice relax. I think I've got to go. Right, well this common carp, I want to just rudely interrupt me while I was having a chat with you, was caught on a double chickpea. I microwaved some last night in readiness for today. So there's the rig, I'll show you that in just a short while. Now strangely, here we are on the other side of the lake again, and it's two commons in the space of half an hour. They're both about the same size. You'd almost think again that this was the same fish. It's ridiculous, but here you go. Here he is. He's a bit wily. There we go. 3-4 pound I'd say at best. I'll take it. The turmeric chickpeas are still there, still doing me proud. Catch up in a bit. As you can imagine, I'm on the southerly wind here right behind me. That's why I'm pointing the camera in this direction. My rods, I don't know if you can see them, are just behind me here. The left hand rod is just down the side here, probably about 10 to 15 yards to my left. That's got the chickpeas on at the moment. And the right hand rod with the flying saucer rig with a butterbean is straight out in front of me, about, again, 10-15 yards, no more. It's the chickpea that's doing the damage at the moment, on the double chickpea on the boom. The ones I flavoured in turmeric last night. He's took the one, well there's the other one. So that's that. Now I'm going to call this side the common side, I think, because all I seem to catch on this side of the lake are commons and mirrors down that end. But he's a bit bigger than the last one. He's got a that's right, there's got a banging over there. He's got a bit of ghost carp about him on the colours on him here, but yeah, probably a tiny bit bigger, not much in it really. But there you go. About £5 at best again. They're all about the same size. It's really frustrating really. But hey, catching carp is catching carp. The chickpeas are doing the damage. So much for the weather forecast. I was expecting much milder winds than this. It's freezing cold. It's hammering down. It hasn't stopped really for the last 2 or 3 hours now. and I'm on the end of this, and I was expecting it to be a warm wind, and actual fact it's actually cold. Well, I've been waiting for this weather to turn, and it finally come, and straight away my left hand rod with the chickpeas gone, and there we have it. Little baby lump, shall we say, probably about 6-7 pounds on the double turmeric chickpea. So yeah, chuffed with that. I'd say 13 pounds, 12-13 pounds. I'm going to hazard a guess. Good coloration on him, I think you'll agree. And 2 chickpea special. It's nice to have the chickpeas back. I'm going to flavour some more tonight. Last day tomorrow. But yeah, really happy with that. Okay. Brilliant. Here is my PVA mesh chickpeas in turmeric. Cheap and cheerful. Save you a fortune. I'll even show you in a short while just how far you can cast this and they won't come off. So you haven't got that struggle where you cast out 60, 70, 80, 90 yards. Is the chickpea still there? The answer will always be yes. So I will show you exactly what I mean in a moment. Okay, so this right hand rod, I'm almost dead certain he's going to go off any minute. Why do I know that? Well, I had a walk round to my right, and there's carp on the back of the wind behind me, all feeding. Again, this isn't me selling these. These things come in very, very handy. I'd never could have seen that with my normal, with just my normal eyesight. With these on, the dark shadows, and there were some big fish. So I've cast straight out to them, to the right hand side, and guess what? Remember that yesterday when I caught in that area? They're there again. You'd be crazy not to put a rod in, wouldn't you? So let's see if I'm right. That right hand rod, 3 minutes in, bosh, straight off. One liner, but just look how angry this male mirror carp is. Oh my God, he's seething. Absolutely seething, aren't you? Fuming. Say hello to the camera. Yes, probably about 4 to 5, well, I'll say 5 pound actually. High on the agenda for me is welfare of carp. So when you've caught the fish, a bit like that mirror carp I caught earlier, it's got a cut on its lip there. So I treated it, and this stuff is fabulous. I don't know if you can see that. You should be able to see that there. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about the state of the bottle, but at least you know I use it. This stuff, I have to say, is fantastic. It is expensive. I can't remember how much it is off my head, but I can tell you that it is worth every penny. Once you put this stuff on and you treat it, dry it off and you treat it, tip the water over afterwards and it seals the cut. And I've used it very often and it's been brilliant. And I cannot, you know, I'm not here to sell this. Again, I'm not getting sponsorship off cord or anything like that. But welfare of fish is number one for me. So behind me, I'm going to cast straight out there. There's a reason why it's pointing away from me, because I want you to see the distance I'm casting out to, and then I'm going to show you the results of the chickpea. So let's see how we get on. First test is just a moderate cast out into the middle. There we go. I'm going to bring that straight back so you can see exactly how we stand. And there you have it. If you can see that, it's still there. So I'm going to give it a bit of more welly now. Give it a good whack right out. Wow, there you go. I'm not very good with my yards, but should we just say 60, 70 yards, maybe that? Right, I'm giving it a reel in. Let's see how we get on. As I say, forget the fact that the skins are on. I know that, so I'm taking the skins off this, but I knew that when it went on. The main thing you can see is that it's still together. I'm going to give it one more cast out for you to prove a point. Not that, I just saw a fish jump. But I want to do it for the purposes of you guys seeing exactly what I'm referring to. There you go. It's probably about the same as where it was before, but the point I'm trying to make is you can cast it, you can give it some welly, and with it being microwaved, you can see that it stays together. As I say, I'm giving it a bit of welly for a reason. I want you to see that you can cast this out at distance. Don't be afraid. And there you have it again, for good measure. I'm actually going to do it again for you, but I'm probably going to risk it a bit. But yeah, why not? Let's do it. Just by the way, you can appreciate I have got quite a moderate breeze to my right hand side, so please forgive me if I haven't cast quite as far as I want to, but again, that proves a point, because you've got a side wind on it as well, and it's still surviving. And there's the proof of the pudding. And it's ready to cast, actually, you can see, because I'm not going to use this now. Well, there's the proof. I'm just going to show myself in shot now, but I hope that gives you an impression that you can cast at range. Yes, there's a bit of skin on these, but don't worry about that. I'm not bothered about it. I'm taking it all off now. You know, I don't normally like presenting with the skin on. As I said to you earlier, you can cast at range. You do not think you can't, but you can't do it straight out the tin. If you cast at range straight out the tin, I will guarantee you they will not stay on. You've got to microwave them, put them in chili powder, put them in paprika, put them in whatever powder you want to use. I use turmeric a lot, I use paprika a lot, as you know from some of my previous videos, but they do work. Right, we've had another one. This time it's one of our faithful commons. He's only a little one. I'd go as much as £3–4, well, I'd say £4 tops, on a double yellow turmeric chickpea. As you can see, he's savaged that. He's just splashed me. But on the turmeric chickpeas, I'd say he's quite lean, but I'd say he's no more than £4, £4 or £5. And there's the rig that just caught him. So we're on to the fourth one. It's just a small one. They're getting smaller, aren't they? I go £3, £3.5 with that. But still on the chickpea. The main thing is, in the same spot, we're catching. Unfortunately, my second week here at Rural Roosts has come to an end, but I've had a fabulous time. It's just a shame I couldn't get any more, really. 4 though is better than a blank, that's for sure. And of course, the chickpeas have done the damage. I've missed the chickpeas last week, to be fair. Should have brought more with me, to be honest. It was my fault. Anyway, if you've got any further questions on the chickpeas, by all means message me, inbox me anytime you want to. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you all very soon. So, if you like what you've seen, hit the like button. And if you want to see more, smash up the subscribe. Thanks for watching.